Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Yeah, the old clock says it's 5 o'clock. Beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I got another beer sent to me by Rico. Rico sent me a massive beer mail package a couple days ago, and this is one of them that he sent to me. He has outdone himself. I mean, this guy must have really deep pockets to be able to buy the amount of beers that he does and send to me. They come in a big U-Haul box. I've never had a box that big sent to me with beer in it before. Rico, thanks again, my brother. You are top notch. I do appreciate everything you send to me, my friend. This is another one, and I can get some Clown Shoes beers here, but he seems to be able to get a whole lot more different varieties, especially the bourbon barrel aged ones and the rarer stuff where he's at than I can get here. This is their Luchador and Fuego, a Mexican style chocolate stout brewed with spices, vanilla, and aged in bourbon barrels. And he's got a little sticker on here that says 3216 because the writing on the bottle is very faint, but it has the same thing bottled on 3216. So March of the 2nd. And this is a big beer, guys. This is a 11%er. So this is going to keep for a while. I don't know of anything that would deter you from wanting to sell this beer if you did pick up one or two or three or whatever, just to have it and do one now and do one later or whatever you choose to do. I don't know why you could not sell this beer. So if you choose to do that, you could. And anytime you see a beer that's aged in bourbon barrels, it's going to be a little more pricier beer because of that process is going into a barrel and it's setting, taking up space for a while. And then once they decide whether it's been in there 3, 6, 9, 12 months or however long they decide, when they sample it along with the time. I don't know how often, every month, 6 weeks or so, just to see where it's at in the bourbon barrel aging process, and when they think it's ripe, they bottle it. So with that being said, let's get on with this one. I'm really looking forward to this. Clown Shoes is out of Ipswich, Massachusetts. This is an 11%er, like I said. I don't have the IBUs listed here. Commercial description says, our 3rd anniversary beer, upsized chocolate sombrero, using extra ancho chili and adding chipotle pepper. We aged the brew 100% in Wild Turkey and Heaven Hill bourbon barrels. May it leap onto your palate majestically like a luchador who flies into the ring from atop of the highest rope. Food pairings for this beer, guys. It says cheeses, a buttery brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, and since it is a stout, it goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course. The meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glass for the pint bacchanalic tumbler snifter. Oversized wine glass. Got my favorite glass today, and everybody knows this is my favorite glass, the Sauvin beer glass. And I have people ask me all the time, what's that glass? What's that glass? Sauvin beer glass. S-A-U-V-I-N. Google it. You'll find out. It's not a cheap glass, but it's a great heavy-duty glass. Can be cellared for long periods under the proper conditions. 11%er, like I said, I don't know of any reason why you could not sell this beer. So that's everything we need to talk about. So let's get the cap off of this 22 ouncer. Nice little hiss. Let's tilt it up here and get a little head generated if we can here. I'm going to generate a big head. Then I get a finger. So, yep, about a finger of head on that pour. Over into the light. It is pitch black, guys. Very dark. Good looking beer. Really nice looking stout. Getting a little of the ancho chilies. Rich roasted malt. Not a huge bourbon aroma, but I am getting some. So I wouldn't think they left us in a bourbon barrel a long, long time. A couple of months probably. Rich roasted malt. Hints of some chocolate. And the peppery spices are in there. I am getting a little bit of spiciness from the peppers. Maybe some dark fruit or stuff in there. I'll get more of that on the taste. And that's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. I'm going to let this warm up. I always bring these out and I always go sip on them. And a lot of times when I get these bourbon barrel aged and stouts and imperial porters, I'll fire up a stogie outside on the deck and sip on it and smoke the stick while I'm enjoying this. So it's out. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Thank you, my brother. My brother from another mother. Big chocolatey notes. Got the bourbon in the taste. Is more in the taste than in the nose. Little bit of heat from the back, from the peppers, but not a burning, over pepper beer. Wow. Clown Shoes has really stepped up to the plate over the last year or two. When they first got into the game, when I first started reviewing their beers, they were good, but they were not outstanding. Now they're getting into the outstanding world-class range to me. They just need to do something with their bottle on date. The ink is very faint, and it rubs off very easily. Some of the bottles you can see it, and some of the bottles you cannot. So a little bit better ink is my 2 cents. So. Wow. Just the right amount of bourbon in there. Just enough to let you know that it's been in a bourbon barrel. Not overpowering, no burning, especially from the bourbon, especially from the peppers. Very well done. Very, very well done. Like I said, the brewer there at Clown Shoes is definitely stepping his game up a little bit and brewing a little bit better beers, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Over the last year or so. So, very tasty. Very, very tasty. I like to fire up Alec Bradley and smoke on that a little bit while I'm sipping on this for a while. I like that heat from the peppers on the back end, just ever so slight. Very nice. I'll be right back. Let me pour her glass, what's left in the bottle, and sip on this for about 30 minutes, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on this for probably about 35, 40 minutes or so. Very tasty. Very well done. Just enough of the ancho and the chipotle peppers in there to give it just a little bit of heat. The bourbon, I don't think they've left this in the barrels for a very long time. A couple of months probably. It's not got a big, overwhelming bourbon taste to it. There is some slight hints of vanilla, maybe some coconut in there from the bourbon barrels. But it's not overwhelming. Like I said, I don't think they left it in the bourbon barrels for a long period of time from what I'm getting on the taste. but it is a very well made beer. Very tasty. Nice hints of some chocolate in there. The peppers are definitely present. The bourbon is present. Some dark fruit in there, maybe just a slight hint of some raisins or plums or figs or something. Very nice. Very well made beer. Like I told you earlier, I'm very impressed with what they've done over the last couple of years and brewing some of these outstanding beers. And this is it's an outstanding beer. It most definitely is. I don't think it's quite to the 10 scale to me, but it is kicking the freaking door down on the 10. I would like to see the IBUs written on the label somewhere. It's not on there. It's not critical, but I would like to have that information as a beer buyer and a beer connoisseur or amateur connoisseur, just to have it for reference. It does have a bottle on date. It does have the ABV written on there, so very tasty. Very nice beer to finish up the evening with, which is what I'm doing. Final beer of the evening. Final chug. Wonderful aroma on this beer. Now let's drop to room temperature. Getting that slight hints of the bourbon, the Wild Turkey barrels that they, and the, what was it, the other one, the Heaven Hill bourbon barrels. I'm not familiar with them. A lot of the bourbon drinkers probably say, oh yeah, that's a great bourbon. I don't drink a lot of bourbon anymore. I don't drink any bourbon anymore, as a matter of fact. The only bourbon I get is from the barrel-aged bourbon barrels beers that I review. I don't drink bourbon anymore. I don't drink any dark liquor. Don't drink any white liquor anymore either. Not usually. I get it from the beers that I drink. And I love these bourbon barrel aged versions of this. I'll chug. Very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. Guys, to me, 9 out of 10. Kicking the door down on the 10. To me, it's 98 or 99. It is right there. I would like to see, in my opinion, just a little bit more bourbon influence of this. I think they could probably leave this in the barrels for 6, maybe even 9 months. That makes the cost of the beer go up, though, when they extend the barrel aging on the beers. To me, this is probably a 2 or 3 month in the bourbon barrel. And I don't know if it's a blended beer or not, whether they've done the sombrero with this or not, I'm not sure, but it is very tasty. I don't think it's, like I said, just my opinion. If you say, oh man, that's a 10 beer, you're crazy, I wouldn't argue with that. It is so close to me that I would not argue with that at all. So, 98 or 99 for me on this as far as a scale, and 9 is what I'm going to put it. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 91 and outstanding. I think that's a little better than a 91. I really, really do. I enjoyed this. It's pretty tasty. For an 11% beer, the alcohol is fairly well hidden. Not undetectable, but it's not boozy. It is not a boozy beer. Very well made. We'll leave it at that. And over to Rate Beer, they say 99 overall and 91 in the style. So we got a 99, we got a 98 or a 99 from me, and a 91 from Beer Advocate. So very tasty, very, very tasty. Not quite to the 100, in my opinion. And just my opinion. Like I said, if you say it's a 100, would not argue with that. It's pretty damn close. Would like to see the IBUs. If you had this one from Clown Shoes, they're I have to look at it. They're Luchador and Fuego. And it's a Mexican style chocolate stout. Aged in bourbon barrels. Let me know what you think. I thought it was damn tasty. Great beer to finish up the evening with. You can have this before dinner, during dinner if you're having a stronger dish, or even after dinner as a dessert beer, aperitif or digestive, what they call that. Very nice. This could be your dessert if you wanted it to be. Pretty tasty. I loved it. Thank you, Rico. Do appreciate it, my brother. If you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. And come on back tomorrow. Let's see what we dig out of the fridge then. See you, everybody.